And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here we go, fellas. Four down. Great. Watch the ship.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Four down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. Dave. Woo! Let's get it. Hey, get right there.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. That ball running right through him. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Two times. We got 4. Set. Watch 20. Check 20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Davis with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gun. Alert. Hey.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to fire one deep left. It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, get right there.
They give it to Anderson. And an alley to run. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Hey, 4 down. Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's rock now.
Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. His pass caught at the 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
What are you? Stand up in. Look at it.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Hey. 4 down.
Mayfield now on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight right.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
We're going to set. 180. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 87 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Great.
second down, Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Set. 180. 36. Great.
They fake the give. Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got 4.
On 1st down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Gun. We got 3. 3 down.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. Don't let him in the game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Tight end right. Here we go now. Blue 90. We got 4 down. Gun. Check 59.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, incomplete to Njoku. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Leopard! Leopard! Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey. Gun!
2nd down, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun! Mike, check. 59.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
Touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's rock now.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun. Set. 180.
On 1st down, it's Newton.
Watch that end. Tight end's right.
Dancing to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Let's go!
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
51. Look at that.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, hit him!
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A second down throw for Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Leopard! Leopard! 9, Mike 5-9. Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hot! Safety's creeping.
Mayfield with it once more. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Great. We got 4.
From the end zone, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw from his end zone. Newton, he's going to go deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Get in the weight room! Get in the weight room!
Following the interception, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Detroit! Detroit! Tight end left. Tight end left. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
On second down, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
The backup Stanton ready for his first throw. Steps away to his left. Powering his way forward. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Hey, we are. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Stanton. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, boys, you got 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Tight ends left. 3 down, 3 down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
SOS.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on third down, Stanton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
4 down. Check.
All right, here we go.
First down, a run from Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Barney. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
To throw on second down, Stanton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Your trip is here. Strong right.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Here we go.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's rock now.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a first down throw for Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle.
Here we go.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, Hyde. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow
Watch
them
it now,
down.
Barney!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Gun!
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Switch it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanton that escapes the sack. Buying time to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They run it again with Anderson.
6-man. Check girls.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun.
They run again on first down. Anderson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.